You know what's funny? Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, was in India in 2023 and he was asked this question that is there a possibility that an Indian startup built under $10 million, given there is a zeal to succeed and the drive to reach new heights, can compete with a company like OpenAI? And you know what his answer was? It is hopeless for a company to even think about that. Now today, a company has done exactly that. But credit where it's due, right? A couple of days back, Sam Altman posted a thread on his X account praising DeepSeeks' new innovative LLM models. Now, maybe unpopular opinion, but it would have sounded better if I would have said Sam Altman tweeted on his Twitter account. But yeah, x.com, whatever. LLMs, OpenAI, chatgpt, Llama, Claude, Anthropic. We keep on hearing newer and newer words related to AI nowadays. And now there's a new kid on the block. It's called DeepSeek. Many people are also touting it as the OpenAI killer. Is it really an OpenAI killer? Or is it just another hype? We will look into this in this very short, concise, and informative video. DeepSeek is a Chinese company that has built a multitude of AI models and it's making a lot of noise all over and all for the right reasons. But why is there so much noise? Last couple of years, especially 2024, saw a lot of AI models come and be in the news. This is not the first time that an LLM is getting into the limelight. But what makes DeepSeek unique is basically two things. DeepSeek's LLM has supposedly been built at a cost of under $6 million, which is a tiny fraction of what other LLMs have spent in building their models. For comparison, billions and billions of dollars have been spent on LLMs like Claude, Anthropic, GPT-4, etc. And the second reason, and the most important reason, why DeepSeek is making so much noise and making waves all around is because it's open source. But the way in which DeepSeek has entered the market is mind-boggling. DeepSeek is not only challenging major players like OpenAI, but it is exceeding OpenAI's GPT models on benchmarks. Now, one question that comes to mind is, how was DeepSeek able to train its LLM models with so meagerly amount? The main reason being that unlike other mainstream LLM models like Llama, Claude, OpenAI's GPT-4, DeepSeek didn't train its LLM models from the ground up. It didn't use the raw internet data to train its models. DeepSeek has very smartly used a process called as the distillation process. What it essentially does is instead of training its LLM models through raw internet data, DeepSeek has trained its LLM models by using the outputs of bigger, famous LLMs. And what it means is it has learned from the reasonings and responses of bigger, advanced LLMs like GPT-4 and other LLM models. So, instead of relying on raw data for training, DeepSeek relies on the output of bigger, advanced models and thus making the whole process quite cost efficient. Now, obviously, there will not only be upsides, right? Since DeepSeek has trained its models on the outputs of other advanced LLM models, that means that in addition to being cost efficient, it also brings some downsides with it. We can go on to say that it lacks truly original knowledge. Since DeepSeek trained its LLM models using a lot of advanced LLM models, that means that the biases and imperfections that these bigger, larger LLM models had are now also with DeepSeek's LLM models. Now on to our next point. What does this mean for AI's future? DeepSeek making its R1 model open source means that AI will now be more democratized in the future and more people will have access to it and without much costs. For example, we know that OpenAI has not made all the features available for free, right? The advanced features are present in the newer models of GPT and those are not for free. You must pay to use those. Now there are two concerns around DeepSeek. Now the first is the very nature of open source. Open source systems and solutions come with their own set of problems. I will link a couple of papers in the description down below. Feel free to give it a read. And the other reason, which is even more profound, is that since DeepSeek is a Chinese company, there are risks associated with that. There is always this mistrust when something is of Chinese origin. There's a potential that the data is fed directly to the Chinese government, who knows. I also made a video on TikTok getting banned, which was along the same line of thought, so please give it a watch as well. All in all, what an exciting time to be alive, right? Previously, it took decades and at best years for new innovations to come in. But right now, it feels like every day there is something new, and it's almost impossible to catch up with everything. So that's that for the video today. I hope you like this short, concise, yet informative video. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that it's gonna disrupt the AI industry, or is it just another hype? Drop your comments down below. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. I will highly appreciate that, and I will see you in the next one.